Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Welcome to Nice Finance. If you're reading the title, you already know what this video is about.
How much did my divorce cost me? Well, this is a fantastic question. There's direct and there's indirect costs. Direct costs, I lost $106,000 out of my 401k retirement plan I spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half of all the non-liquid assets like furniture, household goods, electronics, cars. Keep in mind, I paid for all of these. And this is in addition to financially supporting her and her/our daughter for 17 years, which is many hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm now broke, live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and have a negative net worth for the first time since I was, 25. Indirect costs: my job, my sobriety, my self-worth, my masculinity, my hope for the future, my ability to trust women again, my belief in God, my pride, my motivation, my physical health. I don't know, let's just say everything.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Do you really want to know?
Hey, so someone asked you, how much does it cost to get a divorce?
So the court fees are around $632. So those are fees that you must pay, is the total cost. And there might be fees of process servers. So if you have to serve your ex by way of personal service, they would cost anywhere between $80 to $200 depending on where they reside. And then if you have a lawyer as well preparing the documents, it could cost for the legal fees anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000.
Look, each divorce is unique, and while outcomes have improved, women do tend to lose out overall more financially than men, with 1/4 of divorced women falling into poverty within 1 year after the divorce. What are some of the reasons for this? Well, typically around 75% of women that are in receipt or should be getting some sort of child maintenance or child support don't receive all of it. If we have children involved and the decision is that they're going to remain living with mum, then this is going to impact upon the woman's ability to work, reducing her hours. She's got to allow for childcare. A lot of times, if the woman stays in the former matrimonial home with the children, just to afford the children a little bit of consistency following the divorce, it can prove too expensive. A lot of times women don't have the money to pay for their legal fees, so what they do is they kind of build up a legal debt, which they will pay from their divorce settlement. And of course, if there are children involved, which means that mum may not be able to work full time, this is going to have an impact on the mortgage raising capacity. So admittedly, in the short term, men are definitely impacted. They are usually paying for a second place to live. They are having to pay for the child maintenance, maybe even pay for the mortgage where the wife and the children are still living, and they've also got any legal costs that they incur. But in the long term, studies would suggest that women definitely lose out financially following the divorce, simply because men have the ability to go out and earn more.
Divorces are expensive, but how much are they really? The average American divorce costs each person $10,000 to $15,000 in legal fees. You won't be surprised to learn that the largest cost in your divorce will be the divorce attorneys. To keep your legal fees down, work very carefully with your attorney. Plan for meetings, group all of your questions, and don't send them emails or make phone calls every time something little comes up.
Your wife go right now. She don't want to be with you no more. A lot of you married dudes out there think because y'all spent 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 7 years, 20 years together that you can beg, plead, and chase your wife back into your life. Fellas, you got to realize, brother, that she didn't just think about this overnight. She's been thinking about this for the last 6 months, 7 months, 10 months, 2 years, 1 year, however long it may be. But when she came out and blindsided you with the divorce, you better believe this wasn't something she thought about yesterday. She been thinking about this for a long time. She done watch that damn social media. She done listen to her friends. She done consulted with the lawyer. She done planned this whole thing for a long time, but you just couldn't see it. So you stuck in this position to where you sick, you shocked, you hurt, you don't know what the going on. She blindsided you, and you sick, and you don't know what to do. All I can tell you is, fellas, that begging, pleading, chasing, saying, baby, I change and all that, it's not going to work. The just gone. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. She no longer wants to be with you no more. So instead, you got to suck that hurt up. You got to feel that hurt. It's okay to lay in bed for a couple of days. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be sick about losing your wife, because I'm sure that you loved your wife. But you cannot allow yourself to stay in this cycle to where you up and you chasing this woman. Instead, use this as unlimited fuel, motivation, inspiration to become a man that you didn't even know that you can become. You done got lazy during the marriage. You done got fat during the marriage. You ain't been working on yourself. You gave up on your dreams, all because you were so focused on being a good husband that you forgot to be a good man first. So take all of this, let go of your wife, push her away, let her go be whatever she want to be, let her go suck on whoever she need to suck on, and move on with your goddamn life and become better. Love your kids if you got kids, respect her as your child's mother, but that husband-wife's over. And if you need help letting go, you're going through a divorce, you lost. I remember when I lost my mind.
Cost of divorce is not just financial. It also costs you stress, time, and your privacy. What do I mean by this? Well, I'm a divorce attorney. I have been for 18 years, and I've also gone through divorce. And the stress of the process is truly extreme. It's hard to even explain how awful it is until you've been through it. This is especially true if you go through the litigation process in court instead of coming to a mutual agreement. For most of my clients, it's the most stressful thing they've ever gone through. It also costs you your privacy, especially if you have hearings and let the judge decide. In Georgia, all of that is public record. So all kinds of people can look up public documents and know your business, such as your income and the allegations against you in a divorce. And it also costs you a lot of time. A litigated divorce can easily take 2 to 3 years. In some parts, the process are almost like having a second job. For example, clients are often surprised when they are served with discovery and they're having to gather years worth of bank statements, text messages, Facebook messages, and more. The best way to decrease these costs of divorce is to divorce out of court. For example, use the Amicable Divorce Network.
If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, sharing the video, and giving it a thumbs up. Until next time, take care.